It's better than going to the Emmys or the Academy Awards. It's the intensity, the quality, the density of the creativity is mind-boggling. So 5 days starting today. Categories are quite unlimited. We have people all throughout the company. We are innovating not just on technology, we're innovating on how we run the company.
Why can't anyone see any concert?
How can we apply the same rigor that we apply to changing code at Roblox to changing observability dashboard?
Why is it so challenging to go from one core lobby place to all of these different experiences and back seamlessly with your friends?
How can I experience music within Metaverse?
One way to think about Hack Week that is really quite exciting. We have so much distributed innovation and creativity here that if we took all the brains of everyone in this room and turned that into platform, product, ideas, concepts, we probably have 95% of what Roblox needs to look like in 5 years. Want everyone to be super ambitious, but not overly ambitious, okay? Because it takes a lot of judgment. How far can you go in a week and still put something together? Let's build some amazing stuff.
I am Andrea Fletcher. I'm a senior software engineer and I work on the accessibility team at Roblox. I treat Hack Week as the 1 week a year where I can work on something totally unrelated. I have no business working on the Lua in-game menu, but this is my free week. This is what I get to go rogue. You know when your roommates are on vacation and you can just look like an absolute gremlin and sit in the living room and not wash dishes, even if you're a relatively clean person? It's that feeling. But in programming, which I don't even know if that makes sense. But the solution I'm proposing is to allow users to teleport from experience to experience together with whoever they were in that experience with before and back seamlessly without ever having to leave, without ever having to exit the app, reliably being with your friends the whole time.
My name is Steph Gortha. I'm the head of Roblox Studio inside the creator organization. So for Hack Week, the greatest ambition is to make the trajectory between an idea and an experience that you can share as much of a straight line as possible so that anyone can create whatever they imagine. We are tackling a project that allows bringing concerts, something that we all enjoy, into Roblox in a way that is accessible to anyone.
My name is Eitan, and I'm a software engineer on the safety team. When I got here, I immediately started learning and becoming a better engineer at a pace I have never seen before. I just want to keep that rolling. Like I want to ride that train as far as it'll go. So my Hack Week project is a process for developers to iterate on observability dashboards. Hopefully it's good enough and appealing enough to other teams at Roblox that we can get custom Grafana dashboards built more efficiently for the whole company.
At the tick level, because you already separate them tick by tick,
Yes.
and then go with the frequency that you want.
My name is Cherry. I'm a senior software engineer in Roblox. I'm super passionate about education. And also, I have the passion for music. I feel like those two can be combined together really well. Our team is seeking to build the experience to enable our end users to do music composing with more than one instrument and also the synthesizers.
Hack Week to me is this time where anyone in the employee base who wants to put aside most of their regular duties can go and scratch this itch they've had on a way something incredible could be done and experiment and figure out what the possibilities are. And at Roblox, we're all about the possibilities.
We work hard at Roblox, but this may be the hardest that somebody works all year because you have a very short time period to get your project done and it's competitive.
You gotta get it done. You gotta work towards a minimum viable product, something that you know you can actually put together in 3 days, because you're gonna be showing this in front of judges that are gonna be seeing the end product. And this is not about ideas. This is about, did you build something that could actually work and seeing it playing out. So you need to be very deliberate about your focus.
Hack Week has definitely become more competitive over the years, and this year is more competitive than it's ever been.
And so I'm excited to see what our teams come up with this week.
Hack Week just kind of like a fun week off?
Hack Week is definitely not a week off, it is a week on.
How do we represent actual 3D space in the real world into a virtual environment?
What are the barriers for Roblox users to become developers?
How can we empower creators to create mega-scale worlds more easily?
How are we able to kind of gamify a learning experience?
And how far can we push the envelope of VR creation?
Why are we still using Zoom at Roblox?
Why are these joints so slow, and what can we do to make it better?
There's got to be better ways to do this.
Can we do better? The answer is probably yes.
This reminds me of film racing, where you have 48 hours to make a film, and you have a team, and then it's pretty crazy. You don't get a lot of sleep, so I think it's gonna be a little bit similar. We get stuck on problems all the time. Since this morning, we already changed completely the technical direction of the project 3 times, and we're trying to identify head-on like all the unknowns of the project and squish them all so that we can get like a clear line of sight on how we can execute it. I hope we don't go to bed today until we have figured out basically how the project is gonna be rolled out.
I can take 2 different files and correlate them accordingly if there's a possibility.
You use one word to describe how you're feeling right now.
Thrilled, 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 and also dreamy. It's like, hey, I'm building something for the future and also for the whole society. I believe if we work days and nights for these 3 days, we can not just dream the great things, but also make them come true. And for me, personally, I would say music is like vital and essential in my daily life. That's the way I feel like I can explore within the Hack Week.
First Hack Week, and so far it's awesome. It's just me and my partner here.
What's your partner's name over there?
I don't know. He doesn't talk much, so I'm just gonna call him Fred. So I studied computer science and computational social science at Stanford University. I've been programming in some form or another since middle school. One of my strengths is definitely organization, and I'm enthusiastic about this because I see an opportunity to organize work better.
We don't have to do any sort of like checking or adding in the game that we came from, as far as I can tell. I think that's pretty reliable. We can test it more and figure that out. I am so excited to just have this week to work with a couple other people and finally show people exactly what I've been talking about. I don't have any external things. I can just sit down and, achieve my vision. So if we get the 3 aspects of the project working and we get to demo it to, Dave and even just like developers, I'm gonna be so pumped about that. I think people will really like it. Dun, 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 yeah.
There's definitely a possibility that I will have nothing to demonstrate.
Last night, I stayed in the office until 9 o'clock.
I think we are all feeling a little bit stressed because we are so close.
That's the second